Hiya everyone, welcome back. I hope you're doing well. It is August. Where has the time gone? August is nearly over actually. Wow. It is, of course, back to school season, unfortunately, for me. Which means generally buying school supplies. If you are going to college, it means buying all the college things. Now, I'm going to be a college senior, so I am not new to the college buying process. But actually, my sister and a lot of her friends are going to be freshmen. A little while back, a couple of them asked, hey, what are some things that I need for college? And I really thought this would be a really great thing to talk about in a video because, going to college for the first time can be really overwhelming, especially if you have no idea what to expect and if you're moving away from home for the first time. It's a scary time. You might be tempted to just buy everything or forget things and it's not a good time. That is what I'm here for, since I am a seasoned veteran of all things college. I thought I would help you and give you a list of things that you might not think of to bring to college that would be very helpful, as well as a couple of things that you most definitely don't need. So let's get started, shall we? The first item is definitely a mattress pad or a memory foam mattress topper. College dorm mattresses are the most uncomfortable beds that you will ever sleep on ever. Cheapest mattresses that the college got, very uncomfortable. So I highly, highly, highly recommend getting mattress topper so you're not just sleeping on the bare mattress. I think my mom bought me a memory foam mattress topper back before freshman year. I'm still using it and it was pretty inexpensive. She got it on sale, but it's honestly helped so much. You gotta get a good night's sleep in college, so the memory foam definitely helps. Recommend getting that one. The second thing that I would recommend getting is a first aid kit. I realized quite a lot of times how much I actually use Band-Aids, even if it's on a paper cut or I hit my leg on something and it started bleeding, and I realized that I didn't have any Band-Aids, which kind of sucked. Thankfully, my friend down the hall had a Band-Aid, so I could use one of those. And ever since then, I've just kept a stash of first aid kits, so I have Band-Aids, medicinal wipes, to clean, ointment for stuff like that. Just in case, because you never know when you might need it. And it's better to be safe than sorry, like I always say. The next item is shower flip-flops. Now, if you've never been to college or know anything about college, generally freshman year you live in the dorms where you have one shared bathroom for an entire floor of people, which is a lot of people, or even just a wing of people. And so there's a lot of germs going around. And so I would highly recommend shower flip-flops when you're going to take a shower, because you do not want athlete's foot or any other kind of bacterial infections that be contracted through your feet. It's simple, flip-flops are really cheap and it's a really easy thing to do. But please, for the love of God, get shower flip-flops. That's all I'm going to say about that. The next item is silverware, dish soap, and a sponge or rag. This is kind of slightly obvious, but also something that I think is very overlooked a lot of the times. You kind of just take all of those things for granted when you're living at home or whatever, and you don't have to worry about that sort of stuff, but you need that stuff to eat. And if you're gonna clean your silverware or plates or something, you need dish soap so they can clean. Really inexpensive, found everywhere. Yeah. Get it! That was weird. I'm sorry. The next item, kind of similar to that, sealable containers. are really useful if you have leftovers or if you want to put some away for other times. That way you don't have to waste food, because I feel like you probably would waste food if, you know, you had a large meal and you want to save some for later. I highly recommend that. And along with that, you need some place to put your sealable containers. So I would highly, highly recommend getting a fridge, a mini fridge to store that stuff in, because, you know, then you can store things like maybe milk or cheese or eggs or whatever you need to be refrigerated. So it's not really something that you don't think of to bring, but I just wanted to like reiterate that it's very important to have a mini fridge. It makes life a lot easier, and yeah. Another thing that I never really thought to bring until experiences is batteries. And one story that I can tell you about this is I had a calculator for a math test, realized that the batteries were dying prior to the test, didn't have any spare batteries, and had to quickly scrounge around and ask a whole bunch of people if I could borrow their calculator for the math test beforehand, which was not fun because it put a lot of stress on me. I was so stressed. You know, you just want to use your own calculator for math tests. It feels comfortable. It's like home to you, kind of. So if I had batteries, I could have just changed it, been good to go, but I didn't. So moral of the story is buy batteries, bring batteries, keep things batteried, and everything will be okay. Yes. Next couple of items that I think generally a lot of people do need but don't realize that they need it, and that is Social Security, birth certificates, and insurance cards. At the time, I had to get my mom and dad to bring it up to me, which is fine since my college is only a couple hours away from home. But if you are farther away from home and you can't just go pick it up right away, make sure to definitely pack it, but be very careful with it because that is very like confidential information. Make sure to make copies to leave at home just in case something happens. Next item is an umbrella. If you're in some place that rains quite a lot or on occasions, I would recommend an umbrella because I can't tell you how many times I've been caught out in the rain wishing I had an umbrella and I didn't. So, I mean, it's quite easy to just stow an umbrella. It's not that big. You can buy small, compact ones. The next item are school supplies. Now, school supplies can be kind of dependent on which school you're going to and what classes you have. For example, if you have a math class, you might need like a calculator, graph paper. It all just kind of depends. So make sure to check your school's website wherever that is. But for school supplies wise, I would recommend notebooks or or 3-ring binders. It kind of depends on your preference. I would recommend folders to put your stuff in, a backpack, definitely. Highlighters are good if you like to highlight things. Post-its are good as well. And I would also highly recommend a planner. And I just got this planner at Target. You can get them anywhere practically, but they're really good in keeping all of your thoughts down and all the due dates and just important dates that you need to remember. And it makes you more organized because if I'm not organized, I get quite stressed. It has paper in it, good to go. Along with school supplies are books. Books can be really, really expensive, which really sucks because generally a lot of the books are required for the class. You have to have them. I would not recommend getting your books from your school's bookstore because those are generally way overpriced, way too expensive. A couple sites that I would recommend are Amazon, Chegg.com, textbooks.com. I've had great success with all three of those. I saved over 80% on some textbooks, which is amazing. You can also rent some, so if you're only going to have it for like a semester or whatever, you can rent it, they'll send it to you and then you can return it, and it's very easy. I also wrote a blog post about it on my website that's a little more in detail, so if you want to go read that, I'll leave a link in the description and you can go check that out. Quickly, I just wanted to mention a couple of things that I think you definitely don't need to bring. The first one is a printer. Now, you might think that you need a printer to, you know, print notes off and stuff like that, but colleges nowadays have computers on campus that you can use their printers with. My college has, I think, like 500 pages a semester or something like that, which I have never even come close to reaching. So it depends on your college's printing policy. And the last item that I think you most definitely don't need is expensive jewelry. You might want to bring your grandma's hand-me-down necklace that's been in the family for generations, but don't bring it, because as much as I want to say that college is, you know, a safe environment and nothing goes wrong, that's not true. There are thefts. People will steal things. It could get ruined, which you wouldn't want to happen. Why risk it if you don't have to? Yeah, so that's all I have to say about that. So that is 10 things, or maybe more than 10, I don't know, I didn't count, that I think that you need to bring to college that you might not have thought of before. If you're going to be a freshman in college, or if you're new to college, good luck. I wish you all the luck in the world. It's a lot of fun. College is fun. You will do fantastic. I'm sure you will. If you have any other things that you think would be helpful for college and want to let other people know, leave them down in the comments. Like this video if you liked it. That would be cool. And if you haven't already and would like to, you can hit the subscribe button to be told when I make a new video. That would also be really cool. And yeah, that's it from me this week. I will see you next time.